Hi, boys and girls. I'm really excited today. I'm going to read you one of my very favorite stories to read in kindergarten, and then I'm going to announce a little project. We're going to do a project, but we're going to make it really special because you guys get to create your own, okay? So let's start. We're going to read The Gingerbread Man. I have a feeling a lot of you guys may know this story, but I will show you something. Look at how many books I have. The Gingerbread Man. Here's another one, The Gingerbread Man. Here's another one, The Gingerbread Man. This is a board book. Okay, this one's called The Gingerbread House. This one's called The Gingerbread Boy. This one's called The Gingerbread Man. I have a feeling the boys are going to like this. Well, I shouldn't say boys. Boys and girls are going to like this. Instead of gingerbread, The Gingerbread Man. Here's another gingerbread man. And here's another gingerbread. Oh, this one is called The Gingerbread Baby. Okay, so I have so many different versions that I will read you guys a few this week. But I'm going to start out with, this is kind of the original story, The Gingerbread Man. Okay, can't wait to share this. But I do have to put on my glasses. Here we go. Once upon a time, there was a little old man and a little old woman. One day the little old woman said, "Let's make a gingerbread man." "Yes, let's do it," the little old man said. And they did. Little old woman, little old man, they're excited. They want to make a gingerbread man. And they're going to do it together. So they mixed up the batter. And they rolled out the dough. And they shaped the little arms. And they shaped the little legs. And they shaped the little head. They didn't even use a cookie cutter. They shaped it with their hands. And with raisins, they made little eyes and the little nose and the little mouth. And then with sugar glaze, they dressed him in a fancy suit of clothes. They even put clothes on him with frosting. When they said glaze, that is colored frosting. When all was set, they put the gingerbread man into the oven. That's a very old-fashioned stove, isn't it? Or oven. Yes, it is. Okay, pretty soon, a delicious smell coming from the oven told them that the gingerbread man was ready, and so were they. They can smell the gingerbread. Gingerbread has a very unique smell. You can smell ginger and cinnamon. It smells delicious. But when they opened the oven door, out popped the gingerbread man, and he ran across the floor. Boys and girls, he came alive. He jumped out of the oven, and he's running. And look at the expression on the little old woman's face and the little old man. They are very surprised. They're shocked, aren't they? The little old man and the little old woman could hardly believe their eyes. The gingerbread man looked up at them, put his little hands on his hips and said, "Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." The little old man reached down to grab him, but quick as a wink, the gingerbread man ran out the door and down the road. And the little old man and the little old woman ran after him. Come back, they yelled. But the gingerbread man just looked over his shoulder and said, "No, no, I won't come back. I'd rather run than be your snack." And he kept on running. So here he is. He's looking at them. They're chasing him. Let's see where he goes next. And he ran, and he ran, and he ran. After a time, he met a butcher standing in front of his shop. The gingerbread man looked up at him, put his little hands on his hips and said, "Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I've run from a husband. I've run from a wife. And I'll run from you too. I can, I can." The butcher works in a shop where they cut meat. This is meat. Now, a lot of times we don't have butcher shops anymore. You just have them inside the grocery store. It's the meat counter, the meat department, where the man cuts up all the meat for people to buy. The butcher reached down to grab him, but quick as a wink, the gingerbread man ran on down the road, and the butcher ran after him. "Come back," yelled the butcher. And not far behind, the little old man and the little old woman were yelling too, "Come back, come back." But the gingerbread man just looked over his shoulder and said, "No, no, I won't come back. I'd rather run than be your snack." And he kept on running, and he ran, and he ran, and he ran. So here he is. He's running fast, isn't he? And here's the butcher, the little old man, the little old woman. They are all chasing the gingerbread man. And after a time, he met a black and white cow. The gingerbread man looked up at her, put on his little hands on his hips and said, look at the black and white cow, it's all dressed in a dress. Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I've run from a husband. I've run from a wife. I've run from a butcher with a carving knife. And I'll run from you too. I can, I can. The black and white cow reached out to grab him, but quick as a wink, the gingerbread man ran on down the road. And the black and white cow ran after him. Come back, yelled the black and white cow. And not far behind was a little old man, the little old woman, and the butcher with the knife. They were all yelling, come back, come back, come back. But the gingerbread man just looked over his shoulder and said, do you guys know this part? No, no, I won't come back. I'd rather run than be your snack. He's saying, I don't want anyone to eat me, right? And he kept on running, and he ran, and he ran, and he ran. After a while, he met a muddy old sow. The sow is a pig, right? The sow is the female pig, okay? The woman, the girl pig. The gingerbread man looked up at her, put his little hands on his hips and said, hey, if you guys know it, do it with me. Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I've run from a husband. I've run from a wife. I've run from a butcher with a carving knife. I've run from a cow and a black and white. I've run from a cow, all black and white, and I'll run from you too. I can, I can. Look at, he's talking to the pig, right? The sow. Let's turn the page. The muddy old sow reached out to grab him, but quick as a wink, the gingerbread man ran on down the road, and the muddy old sow ran after him. Come back, yelled the muddy old sow. And not far behind, the little old man, the little old woman, and the butcher with the knife, and the black and white cow were yelling too. Come back, come back. Oh, this would make a great sequencing. You guys remember the order? The sow, which is the pig, the cow, the butcher, the man, and the wife. And what do you think the gingerbread man said? No, no, I won't come back. I'd rather run than be your snack. And he ran, and he ran, and he ran. After a time, he met a fox. The gingerbread man looked at him, put his little hands on his hips, and said, run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I've run from a husband. I've run from a wife. I've run from a butcher with a carving knife. I've run from a cow and a muddy old sow, and I'll run from you too. I can, I can. The fox said, what did you say? I can't hear you. The tricky fox pretended that he couldn't hear. I'm not as young as I used to be, he said. You need to come closer and speak louder. The gingerbread man stepped closer, and in a very loud voice he said, run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. I've run from a husband. I've run from a wife. I've run from a butcher with the carving knife. I've run from a cow and a muddy old sow, and I'll run from you too. I can, I can. Just then, the little old man, the little old woman, the butcher, the black and white cow, the muddy old sow came running around a turn in the road, and they were all yelling, come back, come back. So here they are. They're all here to see the gingerbread man talking to the fox. The gingerbread man looked over his shoulder, but before he could say a single word, the fox jumped up and grabbed him. And as quick as a wink, before he could think, with a snap and a snick and a lap and a lick, the gingerbread man was gone. Who got him? Excuse me. The little old man, the little old woman, and the butcher with the knife, the black and white cow, and the muddy old sow all stood and stared sadly at the fox. He hadn't left a single crumb from anyone. So the fox tricked him, huh? He's licking his lips. He just ate that gingerbread man. All of these people and animals could not catch the gingerbread. He was too fast. But the fox tricked him. He said, come here, come closer. I can't hear you. And the gingerbread man got closer and closer. Okay. Riddle, rattle, ran, fiddle, faddle, fan. So ends the tale of the gingerbread man. They're all going to walk home. They're all going their own directions except for the fox. His belly's full and he's going to take a little nap. Now, in some of these other books, boys and girls, they have a tiny different ending. But most of the books are kind of the same. The gingerbread man runs away. and everyone chases him, and he puts his hand on his hips and he does, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. He thinks he's really smart, but in the end, he gets eaten, doesn't he? Now, here's the exciting thing I'm gonna show you, okay? Do you guys remember seeing in your plastic bag with all the art things, a gingerbread cutout? Kind of looks like a big giant cookie. It's just plain brown, because if you were going to make a gingerbread cookie, the ginger spice is brown. You also use molasses and sugar, and the whole cookie mix is brown instead of white, like a sugar cookie. So that's why we use the brown. If you were making a cookie, it would be brown, okay? Now, if you were making a cookie, you would decorate it with raisins or candy or frosting, right? That's what the little old man and the little old woman did. But if we want to keep it, we can decorate it with other things. So I'm going to show you what we usually do in kindergarten. I put out all of the things that I can think of. Okay, this is called Rick Rack. You get that in like the sewing section of Walmart, or you know, the Michael's or the fabric store or whatever. This is a bow, a little bow tie. These are sequins right here. These are wiggly eyes, and these are buttons, real buttons. Okay, but I bet you guys could think of some other things you could decorate with. Now this one here is kind of similar. Buttons, the little Rick Rack here. This is puffy paint. The nose and the mouth are puffy paint. And this is the bow up here on top. So this one is a little boy gingerbread with a bow tie. And this one is a little girl gingerbread with a bow up in her hair. Sometimes we put it off to the side. Okay, so all I gave you, boys and girls, I went ahead, because I had this stuff, I did have the little bow ties. So, and I did have the eyeballs, okay? Here, so I'm gonna show you. In this little bag, there were some wiggly eyes, okay? And I gave you guys a little bow tie. Now, I think there were about 4 or 5 kids who did not get this felt one. They got more of a, I think it was like plastic, because I ran out of these. But for the most part, everybody did get one, though, I'm sure. So if you are a boy, you would use some glue, and Mom and Dad can help you. Now, Elmer's or hot glue would work the best. The glue stick is not going to work. If you're a boy, you'd want to put the bow tie right here, because it would hang on his neck. But if you're a girl, you could put the bow up here, like it's in your hair. So the bow tie would go either here or here. And then the wiggly eyes, can't find my wiggly eye right now, would go here. Now that's all I gave you, okay? It was gonna take me a long time to count all the other little materials out to give you buttons and rickrack or sequins or any of that. So I decided it would be fun for you guys to kind of decorate your own. So you guys look around your house. You could use, like I said, if you had buttons, you could put real buttons there. You could use puffy paint. You could use fabric. You could dress your gingerbread man. You could use construction paper and cut out like a dress or pants and a shirt. You could use, I'm thinking Fruit Loops or Cheerios or something like that. Licorice, you know, you could decorate it with real food items, but I do want to save them, and so I don't want it to be something that's going to get crushed, you know. So I'm not going to give you too much decoration, because I am really excited. I'm giving you the whole week to make this, okay? So you can think about it and look around your house for things that you want to use. So today is Monday, so you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I want you to bring your little gingerbread boy or girl to our Zoom meeting on Friday. It's going to be our last Zoom before vacation, and everybody's going to get to share their little gingerbread, and we'll read another story together with your little gingerbread. We can act it out. You guys can make them run, and you can run away from the little old man and the little old lady and all the animals that are chasing. We can act it out, do a little reader's theater, and we're going to have so much fun. And I've got some songs too, Gingerbread Man. So that's your assignment. You've got a whole week to do it. I can't wait to see your gingerbread.